Software Development Lifecycle (SDLC). This is the process that a software industry generally follows to produce a product or provide a service to the client. The purpose of this is for producing high quality services or product in the shortest time frame and within the client's budget. For this SDLC, a team of people are involved in this process, like business analyst, architect, project manager, lead, quality analyst, and other engineers. This process is generally in 5 to 7 stages, as it differs from organization to organization and project to project. So, for this SDLC to understand, we can consider a real-time scenario uh, to know how exactly this SDLC works. Okay, so consider an organization A who needs a website for the business. Okay, so generally they do search for service providers. In real time, we see many factors like to choose the service provider, like who is more experienced in this area, how much they charge, and how well they present, depending on the previous works and all of that. They see all the required factors and choose one service provider from them. And now organization A contact another organization like the service provider B to provide the required service or product, like to build the website. Okay, so now organization A discusses their needs, like requirements and expectations from organization B. Okay, now you can say that A is client for B organization. Now B is known as the service provider. Okay, say for example, customer needs registration page, login page, specific dashboard requirements, landing page, and to use bright colors in the background, and specifications that way to provide this product or software in X months, and the cost is only Y amount. So now organization B has to discuss these things internally, with the teams, that can the can this be done in X months, or is the budget good enough, or we need more, as you need more resources for X period of time, and all those discussions. Okay, and then they discuss with the client and they make a deal finally. So this is how the complete planning phase goes. Okay, so then the next phase is requirement analysis. So, after a few meetings and after a better understanding of the client and the requirement, the service provider B creates a requirement document called SRS, Software Requirement Specification, which is used for further analysis, and this document is considered throughout the phases. So they can refer to this document if they want anything and all. Okay, this document generally contains the information like how many pages, colors, design specified, and all, so that they can refer to this document anytime, as I said. And also client A can modify the requirements anytime after this. If 60 to 70% of the client's requirement are specified to the service provider before, then the organization B, like the service provider, can start the process immediately. And then later they can modify the product according to the requirements and modifications from customer A. So in this phase, that team B organization chooses the best hardware or software tools for the given requirements, or in some cases client has specific tools to be used which was accepted in planning phase by service providers B. Okay, then it goes to the next phase, which is designing phase. Here organization B, the service provider, creates data flow diagrams or UML diagrams for designing Or for this scenario, you can say like how registration page connects to login page, and then products page, order page, cart page, payments page, etc. So you can consider what are all the tables you need for backend database. You can create ER modeling and all. Okay. So then it goes to the next phase, which is coding or implementation phase here. So whatever has been decided, like what language to use, which tools to work on, what are the hardwares and softwares we have decided to use in the requirements phase, and whatever the design we have considered in the design phase, here we implement all of them. Okay. And then it goes to the next phase, which is testing phase. This is the very important phase, as it is the one which tests the product before it goes into the market and verifies and validates the functionality of the product. And if there is anything missing or not working according to the functionality, then it logs defects and bugs accordingly and sends it back to the author of the code to fix it. This step iterates until the problem is fixed. Okay. Then there are different types and levels of testing that are involved in this phase. When the product is tested and if it is approved, then it goes to the next phase, which is deployment or maintenance phase. So here, when the product is delivered, the client validates it according to SRS document which we have prepared in the requirement analysis phase, right? So the client validates it according to the document, and then when the product is accepted by the client, it is then deployed in the market. When the product is tested and finally deployed, there will be some maintenance work. So after delivering the product, we'll be having some maintenance work as well, like technical support. Like B organization provides some uh, Z amount of time for organization A to understand how the product works, and it also gives time for others users to understand how this website works and all. Okay, then after that also, if A needs some more modification, then B will charge for that. Like the agreement is done, right? For this amount of time, they will work for this product. But after that, if they need some other modifications, then they will charge extra, depending on the time they like quarterly or annually. Okay. Then after these phases are completed, you can say that the project is completed. So this is the process any IT industry follows to work on a project in general. There are models in this software development lifecycle which differs from project to project, like from uh, waterfall to right now agile and DevOps. We have so many types like waterfall, prototype, spiral, RAD, V model, agile. So SDLC is the most important process one should know if they want to work in software industry. Thank you.